Hey everybody, welcome back to Konversation with me, Rick.
And me, Nain.
And this young man, I think you should all remember from, was it a year ago?
Was it?
It's been
Almost.
it's
Holy
been
crap.
about a year. I think it was
almost a year, right?
March last year. Yeah.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah.
Oh, how time flies when
Yeah.
you're not doing anything productive.
Call me Harry, damn it.
This-
Oh, yeah, call me Harriet.
This is John Atkinson.
Oh, right, he has a name.
And last time when we spoke to him, we talked about his martial arts stuff.
Yes.
You remember that?
No.
That was a fascinating conversation.
No, that's true. He hit me with an oar.
Or what?
That's when I first learned about it, they kept saying "or," and I'm like, "Or what?"
Or what? So this time though, we since then we come to find out he actually does something really else that's really cool.
Yeah, he's a craftsman of tools.
Of tools,
Martial arts
not just
tools.
any tools. These kind of thingies.
These kind of
And we're gonna zoom
fun
in.
little tools.
Yeah.
This was a gift he gave me for my black belt.
For your black
It
belt.
was for my black belt.
Every
So,
black belt needs a
I
blade.
love it. Well, this is one of way too many, but
So we thought this time around
Yes.
we would come back, circle around, and see what he actually does with these knives.
look behind you.
So
Behind us. Wait.
I myself just found out that there's a big difference from smithing to being a craftsman,
Yes.
Yes.
right? And you want to go to that detail because
Well, smithing is you're taking the raw steel and you are heating up and shaping it to a general shape that you want. And once you get there, then you go into basically the same stuff I do, which the craftsman side, we take a plate of steel and we'll cut.
And before you continue that thought, I'm going to show them what you actually mean, because I saw a couple of things here in your shop.
Oh, go ahead. That's a trainer, but
Just gonna rummage through people's stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell's
Now-
wrong with you?
I picked this up out of his table over there, and everything still has burrs and sharpnesses and
Yes.
whatever else. So take it from there.
So as I said, this is a trainer, but a lot of the steps are the same. This was cut from a blank piece of metal, and then I take it and on the grinder, I put in the bevels for the edge, and then I clean up all the lines of the weapon.
And
And
then
then
nice and round and smooth.
well, like this one here had, a jagged up there
Oh,
and a
okay.
few jagged, so I go in and I take them off on the grinder, and then I don't want to flash myself or the camera, and then
No flashing.
Aw.
once the shape is there, then I go through and I do the polishing, and that's what you guys drove up on. Was you saw me in there, and I was just starting to do the initial polish on this, which is getting all these burrs.
Right.
You have like 16 other blades there that look
33.
33. Oops.
I can't count. But
Probably not.
I picked up like at least 2 of them, and they were still hot. I'm assuming that's from the friction of the.
Yes.
Oh wow.
This is aircraft aluminum, and it will get hot quick.
Really?
But I've been working on some blades and not paying attention because I wear gloves to protect my digits, and I look down and it's red. The steel's red.
Wow.
Jeebus.
So you got to be careful. If you look at my grinder, there's a bucket of water right underneath.
That's what that was.
To
Every once in a while.
every once in a while. And then the step for the blades after what I've done with this one would be to put it in the fire, get it to critical temperature, which depending on the steel varies by a few hundred degrees, quench it in whatever medium that you should. I prefer 80 CRV2.
Which we have no clue about. Thank you very
You're
much.
right.
Thank you. Make
But-
us look really stupid and dumb.
Dude,
Okay,
no one
just
has
dumb.
to try. Come on.
Oh, that's there you go, folks.
Well, there's plenty of different steels out there. There's tool steels, which I prefer to make my blades out of. There's stainless steels, which if you carry a pocket knife, you have a stainless steel blade, most likely.
Okay.
And then there's mild steels, which you can't really make blades out of,
Okay.
and so forth. But ADCRV2 is a very tough steel, and it works very well. So that's.
I was always under the impression that if you make it sharp enough, it doesn't matter what it is.
Well, yeah, I could take this aluminum and get a razor's edge on it
Oh.
and slice porcelain up. But the thing is, after I'm done with that, the edge would be gone.
Wow.
And that's.
And this shirt.
Yeah. It look colorful though.
Red, yeah, nice.
Red's a good color on you.
It'll bring out your eyes.
It will definitely once I take these off.
But then you do that, and it's the riddle of steel. Basically, is you have to heat it up hard enough to get it hard, but then you got to heat it up to soften it too.
So that is the secret of steel, as depicted in Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Wow, what a reference!
Hot and cold.
You like
I was
it?
wondering if you'd catch that.
Oh no!
Yeah. When the dad asked what's more important to the steel, the fire or the water, and Conan gets it wrong, and Dad flips out and shatters the blade and all that, because it's true. You gotta find that
balance.
That balance.
Yeah.
Hard enough to hold an edge and cut consistently, and soft enough that it'll flex and bend without breaking.
Yeah, wasn't the Iron Age a lot of things broke because of that?
Yeah, and impurities. The metallurgy of today, we're light years ahead of back then. Science. Stay in school, study.
Yes.
So,
unlike some of
folks,
the people here.
we actually well, we didn't commission you. You decided one day because again,
Ow!
June.
I'm already hurting myself.
June 4th.
June 4th.
Which will have already passed by the time. Oh no, it'll actually still be on, right?
Yeah.
We'll have this before June 4th.
Right.
This episode.
Right.
So,
I hope.
Yes.
for June 4th, we're having a seminar / fundraiser.
It's
And
a fundraiser.
And our good friend here, John Atkinson, you like how I bring up the name again just in case,
and then you're going to flash it on screen?
has decided to donate to us
Uh-huh.
not just a blade, not just any blade,
No.
but not only that, but his labor and time put into the blade.
Labor of love, but still, it's costly.
So we're going to flash a picture of that blade that he's making for us.
I thought we said no flashing.
This one time we're going to
Oh, okay. This one time.
So-
we're going to show a naked blade.
So right here is a picture of this Klingon blade. And I know we're going to show you his process on how we actually put this blade together.
Right.
Naeem's even going to get to play in there, as we always do, as him as a demo guy. But this time he
this
gets
shirt
to play.
is done.
Yeah,
already.
So you're going to
You
get
want
to
a
play
black?
with that, and it's going to be a lot of fun, folks.
I'd rather.
So what we're going to do, because we know enough about John,
Right.
that we don't have to sit here and find out his childhood dreams and whatnots. Or
Did
his
you ever get that
nightmares.
pony?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I had a pony when I was a kid.
Oh.
It was my grandma's, but yeah.
Oh, okay. It was yours, technically.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to go ahead and switch the scenery around. We're going to go inside of his workshop, which is the actual garage you see behind us.
By the way, what do you call your workshop?
It's a shop.
Just shop?
It's the armory, and that's why I chose the old style with the U in the armory, because that was where things were actually made.
So I'm going to go back into his garage. I'm going to go back into the shop, and I'm going to grab something that is pretty much the very start of this blade that we're going to have him do. So excuse me a second, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chit chat amongst yourself.
You know, it would have been smart just to bring everything out at once.
No,
But
I
then
don't
that would
want
have been.
He's just having fun rummaging through my stuff.
He kind of does. He's a little just gets into people's shit for no reason.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm really good at that. So, folks, this is what he's going to actually make, and this is the look of the final product. But here it is. He's just starting out. Explain that to me, John. You like how I did that?
A piece of metal.
Like I'm not a knife fighter of any kind, right? Yeah, here we go. It's not a real blade yet, folks. It's on the process of.
I'm pretty sure with enough. Never mind. We're not going to go.
There's
into
still
that.
a lot of work that needs to be done before.
Well, that would pierce flesh. It's a knife-shaped item, and
Yes,
that's what
it's knife-like.
That's what any knife maker would call an unfinished blade.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's not tempered, has no edge, and all that. So this is a knife-shaped item. It won't
Cut
cut
yet.
yet.
Although it will.
It can, but
keep
this
nicking
is
because of
the
the burrs.
training one.
Well, no,
Yeah.
those burrs will cut you.
Yeah,
too.
and that's why I spend so much time cleaning him up. So this is
This is what that's going to be. How amazing is that?
yeah,
Except
That's-
not of paper.
not
Yeah.
a paper. I use this.
It's WC-40. Is that the name of the WD-40? No. Did I get that wrong?
Totally.
80 CRV2.
That's
That.
what we said. 80 CRV3.
Two.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
WD-40.
His dyslexia.
You're number one.
But this is crazy that
That
this
Yeah.
is going to become a knife because all I see is metal.
Right. And you know, that's what most people see when they do it. And, you know, I've cut most of the shape out. This was the hardest part. Just for anybody who wants to know, this took longer than the rest.
Really? Why is that the
Just
hardest
getting
part?
that hole in there.
Well, I had to drill a hole, and then cut a line between the two without overcutting and
Keeping it straight.
keeping it straight, keeping the blade straight.
So what happens if this gets heated now before it's tempered? Is that still okay?
Oh, it's fine, but if you get it to where it turns black, you're decarbonizing,
Oh.
and the carbon is what causes the blade to harden. So the more you decarbonize a blade, the weaker it'll be, and the less edge it'll hold.
Right, so once you stick it in somebody, it'll break.
Yes.
Which might not be a bad thing. If the object is to kill the guy, having a blade in you is not so bad.
And you
Right.
still have the little pokey thingies on the side?
Little
Yeah.
pokey things.
Yeah. Well, I
Technical term is pokey things, folks.
Pokey things.
as a weapons buff, I really appreciate the design of this
Oh, yeah.
blade. I didn't design it, so I can't. It's designed after a European sword breaker and a Japanese sai, or
Yes.
Okinawan
Okinawan
sai.
sai.
Yeah.
So yeah, that.
Now, folks, the cool thing about this is that John knows that I'm a Trekkie, that I love Star Trek, and
Dude, half
when
of your
R2D2
guys'
first comes
conversation.
on that screen on the ship Argonaut, is that the ship that there is?
Wow,
What?
seriously?
What?
Which one?
There are like Trekkies out there that are just gonna just
Throw something at me?
shoot you.
Is that
They're
the
gonna
new-
buy this blade just so they can kill you with it.
That's why I said R2D2 first comes out.
Yeah, that was.
So no, I'm actually a real avid Star Trek fan, and this blade was something that we, and he knew this because I used to have shirts that have all these Trekkie stuff on it, Kobayashi Maru, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so when he approached us and said, "Hey, I want to make this blade for you guys. What kind of blade would you guys like?"
My mind went straight to Klingon.
Pick the Klingon, and this is why we got this particular blade, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have just been one of these normal, whatever.
Yeah, I
That would have
left
been
it
easier.
up. Yeah, I'd be done.
I just want to give history on this because this is such a cool looking, crazy knife.
Well,
Yeah.
I did some research after you guys. Not a lot because the time frame of
Right.
making this. The weapons guys on Star Trek after the original show. Because during the original show, they were just throwing anything they could out
Right.
there to see if it stuck on the wall. But they started researching eclectic weapons, and then they'd take it and they'd redesign it to make it look futuristic, alien, and that. So I can only assume that's what happened with this. Is they're like
Oh, yeah.
sword breaker, sai. Oh, and they did. They mimicked the Russian/Japanese and the Klingons.
Right, of course.
So it makes a lot of sense.
Wow.
You got to. I mean,
So,
dude,
yeah.
I'm so blown away by just what we're looking at right now. How long does something like this take you to do?
Well, this is uncharted territory. I tell you what, but it takes. If it's a simple blade, it's a good 12 to 16 hours worth of work.
Wow.
Just for the blade. And then if you throw a sheath in there, a complicated handle in there, then you just start taking more time. And that, the handle on this is actually the trickiest part of it, and that's saying something, considering we got to smooth out and sharpen these on it, which trying to figure out how to get that into the grinder to grind this. I'm probably going to have to do that by hand.
Wow. Whoa. That's crazy.
So, but it'll be fun. And it'll be the last one I ever freaking do.
We are so grateful, though. I mean, dude, this really captured me. I was like, whoa.
Well,
this is going to be gnarly.
And our friend and a guy with a black belt and I have talked about it many a times. And you guys are doing a lot for us, whether you know it or not. I talk to Naeem every now and then about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get in the understanding," and you guys have no fucking clue how much you're helping the arts, even if it doesn't get to non-martial artists out there. The relationships that you're creating between other martial artists of just diametrically opposed systems. They're going, oh yeah, I can see that. Oh yeah, that's cool. And now they're more willing to go and have interactions with them. Where you and I, we grew up in the don't go down.
Don't go down the street.
Those guys are jerks. They don't do real whatever.
Their stuff is phony.
Now go buy me my beer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Yeah, we come from a time when martial arts is very much your group is your group. You didn't stray. You didn't visit. You didn't go anywhere.
This guy's been trying to get rid of me for like 5 years now.
Yeah, I've been trying to make him go to other schools.
Well, I had planned on talking to you about that off camera. So
well, there you go. Now we have offers to get rid of him. More food on my table. Thank you very much. Please.
Wait, now it sounds like you're pimping me out.
Take my wife, please.
Wow.
Yes, definitely. Any young man. 1943.
So, moving on. There's a blade.
There's a blade-shaped item.
We're going to reset this up. We're going to go into the shop. And we're going to see from hopefully start to finish.
Start to finish.
So we got about an hour show. So this is going to be incredible that you're going to be able to do this in 1 hour. I'm really impressed.
Good setup.
Challenge. Fuck.
We'll be right back.
We'll see what happens. That's as much as we can give you at this point.
Yeah.
All right, folks, here we are inside the shop. This is a crazy place. They got junk everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. You figure I got a wood shop, a metal shop, art shop, and a smelter in
a two-car garage.
Technically two-car. Yeah. It's like a car and a motorcycle.
Yeah, car and a motorcycle size garage. So this is gonna be crazy. So right now we're gonna actually have Naeem do some of the cutting here, and this is gonna be really fun because you always hear these stories in shop classes where somebody put out an eye or lose a finger. So if we're lucky, folks, Naeem's gonna fall into that category of
safety.
Oh, is that
first?
Oh, I was really hoping something good would happen. All right, guys, take it away. Have fun with this.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I will feel it catching the glove way before it cuts me. Oh, nice.
Yes.
All right. Wait. Just cut it.
Cut it.
All right.
Cut me, Nick.